This episode of Bussin' with the Boys is presented by Barstool Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bussin' with the Boys. As always, it's me, your host, Taylor Lewan, your dad. And to my right, stage right, and you might be viewing to the left, William Compton. We're excited to have you here, and you're wondering, what's this big, thick, little burnt blob sitting in a chair? Well, back by popular demand is Corey Cuck-Levin.
No, dude, you're Mr. Cuck.
Don't you even do it, dude.
Come on.
The way you come at me in Rocket
Corey
League.
11, dude.
Hey,
By the way, Rocket League, Rackpo.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we'd smack Brian.
We gotta hang 10 on.
Make sure we tag Brian Arakpo to let him know that we're serious about me and Corey versus him and one of his boys.
It looked like they played with 3, though. So
I thought there was 4.
Are we picking up Will as a third?
Hey, wait. Hey, hang on. What are we talking about?
I might have to make a call to Brian Schwenke. I'm in the middle of an intro right now. So listen up.
Wait. Hang on. There's something with Brian Arakpo.
Brian Arakpo posted a
Rocket
Twitch
League
or something like
clip.
that. Yeah, him playing Rocket League.
And he binked. It was a nice little shot.
Yeah, but it was like he pressed A and tilted it to the right a little bit.
No one was fucking with the ball.
Did he dangle? Did he dangle?
No. Midfield just fucking.
Oh, it was like
Bank.
a Compton shot.
Yeah,
like a Compton bank middle
Yeah,
field.
but there were more cars around. It wasn't like it was like a transition where the ball was bouncing back and you just had the big loop and you got its ass.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
gonna go
saying?
ahead and say we'd probably dust him.
I don't know rack skills based on that, but I'm very confident in our skills and how we've done in Rocket League.
Yep.
Listen, we got new merch out.
we
You're going to
call
hear
him?
about it during the podcast. It's unbelievable. No, wait. Should we call Rack?
God damn it, Will. Shut the fuck up.
We got new merch out.
Hey, y'all boys,
Will
man.
always talks about how I don't like the dad hats. It's only because they don't fit my head. It's not because I don't like the style of the dad hats. We got new dad hats out and call in 6 shirts. All right? Go and get those, the merch. We love them to death. We love it when you guys do it. You support it. You tweet at us. You Insta tweet us. It's a beautiful thing. I can't get enough of it. All right? What's up? Did you just fart?
No, I yawned.
Oh.
And I was just looking at me and I just started laughing.
I thought I heard a fart, but I think it was my chair.
Seriously, I was like,
I
heard that.
thought I heard a fart. I was trying to stay in the fucking zone, but I obviously didn't work
little
out.
biscuit, little fucking
little bink.
binky.
Tier 1s, tier 2s,
thing
tier 3s.
dangled out of that
We see you guys
asshole, dude.
fighting too. We see some fucking going through rounds. UFC. There it was again. I think it's my chair. I'm moving this whole fucking bus when I do that. Tier 1s, tier 2s, tier
big
3s.
weight.
You guys are duking it out on Twitter and we love it to death, dude. Keep fucking going at it. I know we was a back and forth thing like that, but keep showing the support. I don't know where we actually ended up on that. You'll have to listen. We'll have to listen back on the podcast.
I do have a question about the tier 1, tier 2 stuff.
Basically,
I apologize.
don't put a wolf.
What's up? Go ahead.
Don't put a wolf and not back it up.
I know.
I have a
Just
question.
cute
I have a
as
question.
fuck.
I have a question. I have a question.
Go ahead.
So
When we do our intro, it literally is just the beginning of the podcast where we've already done the beginning of the podcast. So we hear it and then we say drop the hook and the Drew Dixon song hits and then it goes to us just talking about whatever.
I still got a question.
Go ahead.
I feel like there's some tier
ahead.
2s out there asking.
Yeah.
There's some people that just wait till Tuesday and watch the episode.
Right.
They don't mess around with the day 1 stuff.
Right.
But they would. I want to say they would consider themselves a tier 1. How would you explain it if you're like, listen, I'm more like sit at home. It's 6:00 at night. I'm watching the premiere.
Right.
But I'm still steady subscribing and unsubscribing to the boys. I just don't listen to the audio on Monday night.
That's okay.
So can you be a tier 1 then? Do you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Alex.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it drops. Hey, subscribe, unsubscribe. You get on your phone, you do it. You're like, but I'm not going to listen to it on Monday night. I'm going to wait till Tuesday night till it comes up on YouTube.
I got the solution.
Okay.
When you go to bed on Monday night, put your phone on mute, turn the volume all the way down, press play on the audio as it charges overnight. So you're not doing anything different besides you're just sleeping, it's charging, and at the same time, it's streaming the episode, but it's on super, super quiet. You don't hear anything. So you're still getting your stream in for the boys, but at the same time, you're not spoiling the episode for yourself to then watch it on Tuesday.
Are you trying to have like a low voice to try to like have the
soothing Will voice.
soothing? Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Is that what it is? Are you rubbing off on me now?
I don't know if you're trying to.
I'm not trying
up me.
to.
I don't know if you're trying to
Sound-
one up.
Definitely not
think-
trying to
think
one up
He's
you.
trying to one up you.
You felt that too, right?
Yep.
Like, what is he doing right now?
He sounded like he was on like
So,
a smooth jazz station.
That's exactly how he sounded like. That's exactly what he sounded like.
WJZZ.
And honestly, to go off that, I think that's a good idea, except for I can't help but feel like we're kind of just fucking way too much selling out at this point. To be telling people to subscribe and resubscribe and then rate 5 stars and
Hey,
leave them comment.
and then run the episode while you're sleeping.
While you're asleep, just so the boys get an extra stream, so we can lie to the people that want to sponsor us, except for they can just go listen to this episode and go, oh, they just have all their people cheat for them, dude. Like, listen, if you're a tier 1, You're listening on Monday. You're watching on Tuesday. You're subscribing and resubscribing. There's only one way to get to the top of the food chain, boys and girls, and that's to fucking be all out all day, every day. All right?
Yeah.
If it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? It just is what it is. Go ahead. You know what? Drop the hook, dude. This fucking episode has started. This episode started. And hey, oh no, hold on. Stop it. Just turn the music, turn the Drew Dixon thing off. What's going to fucking happen now is you're going to hear the Drew Dixon thing that everybody kind of likes because it's kind of a badass, but he says, way down Mississippi. And you're like, well, these guys just do this in Nashville. It's fucking hilarious. It's just going to go back to us talking about random shit. So why do we even do an opening?
Because it's still fun. What are you
I got
talking
piss and
about?
vinegar, dude. I had piss and vinegar in the beginning, not so much at the end. I'm back to the end, which is actually the beginning. Fucking piss and vinegar.
Hey, take it easy. It's all fun. It's all good.
It's all good.
Fucking my nuts are sweating. Drop the hook. Hey, I'll tell you what, fun. This is gonna be exciting because I didn't even look at the notes for today.
Hey, Zach. We're trying to run a pod.
Hey,
He said we're recording. You guys are trying to fix it back there. Be quiet while you're fixing it.
oh my god. Hey, listen. Listen, can I just say something freely?
Go ahead.
You got me a little mad when you started yelling at Zach like that.
I'm under a lot of
That's his
pressure.
son.
I understand
That's his
that.
son
I understand
and you yelled at
that.
him.
That is my. I have a lot of kids in here right now, including yourself.
No.
But when my fucking older son starts going at
Hey, listen.
the tiniest
We're
of the
correcting
bunch,
that
dude.
Right now. I'm not your old
Dude,
son.
you literally
You're
went.
not my
You
fucking dad.
you did. Mama had her tits out for some milk. You took the run out, and you didn't even want to step on toes on Alex's toes because he's the birthday boy or Stoner Jack. He can't even find the teat. He's so hot.
Hey, we got to be easy when we call him Stoner Jack.
His parents got mad.
We had a conversation.
Oh,
Can you turn up my thingy?
I had to put that on too because actually, the last couple of pods we did, I really enjoyed the cans.
Yeah, throwing the
You
cans.
see the
on.
cans on there?
Is it up?
Who fucking sits? Who sits like this?
You do.
So,
Right
Jack,
now? God, it's good to see you.
You too, man.
I'm so happy that's you sitting in that seat and not Dennis Kelly. Hey, everyone
we
back home, everyone who's listening to this podcast did not laugh at all. At that.
We-
No, at all.
we got to address
Hand me that hat.
Stoner Jack.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Guy likes to smoke weed.
Jack was.
All right, you know what? No,
He
I don't.
goes-
I don't want to.
he
I don't
goes-
want to put.
he goes-
I don't want to put my foot in
I
my
know.
mouth.
He goes, listen. He goes, I'm a good sport about this, dude.
Oh,
He goes, I don't want to be like, what'd you say, Jack? Yeah.
did he say it like that?
Hey, I don't want to be a
Buzzkill.
buzzkill.
Yeah.
He said, but.
Why didn't you
he's
call me,
like-
Jack?
He's like,
We'll give him a
being-
chance to talk after. Actually, go ahead. Sorry, I'm so.
He's like, it makes me nervous because like it's not the best look like professionally. Like, there could be jobs I try to seek after this. And if you can go back, like you guys have a platform to where if you guys label me a Stoner Jack and everyone thinks I'm a stoner,
Yeah.
that couldn't be a good career move.
You're
So I
pigeonholing
said-
him to one.
Yeah, I told
little
him we'll address it.
category. I
He
mean,
is
you could
not.
probably get something.
It's not that he's a stoner and smokes weed. We just think he has a stoner voice. So we call him Stoner Jack. That is my opinion. I'm looking at Taylor's face. It seems like he has a different opinion.
Can I speak freely? What'd you go to school for, Jack? Give him the mic.
Oh no.
We're gonna have a father-son chat
Let's go.
in front of 55
This
million.
is a current
in front of-
issue.
How many social? How many?
When he got done speaking, I respected where he was coming from. I was like, listen, I get it. I do apologize. I don't want your parents, like, I don't want people to think like we're calling you a stoner.
I respect that. I respect where you're coming from.
It's him. You respect
No,
where he's coming from.
I respect where he's coming from. I respect the fact that you respect where he's coming from,
Oh, okay.
and I respect that you respect where he's coming from.
Now we get to talk freely.
Now
that
we're just
we
gonna-
respect it,
we are
we
just-
get to talk freely.
You know what? I don't know what number podcast. I'm pretty sure we're in the 50s. 50 podcast number 56. By the way, guys, everyone in the back, give yourself a hand real quick.
Let's go. Hey,
You guys have done a great
56,
job, dude. You guys have done a great job. Everyone's getting themselves a little personality in this thing. All right. Alex
Yeah.
goes and writes himself a little post.
We'll get to that too.
Then he does a little conspiracy theory bit that I had it for 15 seconds. Did this.
Hey,
I'm gonna get out of here.
Hey, little Dave Portnoy press
Hey,
conference.
how about that for a gift? This is the Alex Lagos. I'm gonna get out of this one.
Little Dave Portnoy press conference style.
Conspiracy theories floating around in the world right now, especially in the Twitterverse.
Yeah. Emergency press conference bullshit. So,
Look at him at the
so he starts talking about cans. Oh, I love the cans on. When you have the cans on, you feel like things are just I feel professional. So
Just have to throw the
We respect everybody. Now we can talk
we're
freely.
respecting everybody's
We're
respecting.
really-
We're respecting everybody. Now we're
Yeah.
talking freely. Make sure Jack has the mic just in case he wants to talk at all. Jack, what did you go to school for?
I went to Tennessee and I majored in communication and minored in business.
Okay, so
I-
so the first one.
I know it's a rough look. Communication's an easy degree, but I hung in there with the minor in business. So you know.
I
I
don't
love
know.
the hat, by the way.
It had Smack's cheeks.
slaps.
Thank you, sir.
Also smacks him.
Yeah.
Slaps him and smacks.
Claps
Is
him,
his thing
smacks
on?
him.
Oh, it's because his thing's on and the things don't work. We don't even have enough of a generator on this bus to get all 4 mics to sound the can. So you went for communications
And
But it-
minored in business.
and minor in business. So major fucked around a little bit in college, didn't you?
I had some fun.
Minority business said, I'm gonna have to come out of this with a little something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Jack. You strike me as an entrepreneurial guy that doesn't want to work that desk job 9 to 5 piece.
That's
Or
correct.
do you want to work a 9 to 5 piece?
No. That definitely is a fear of mine, is working a 9 to 5 and being trapped. But I do understand there are certain situations that you have to put yourself in to advance yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
like
a good
that.
answer.
Ooh.
Situations like not being looked at as a stoner.
Correct.
That's fair. That's fair. Here's my issue. My problem with this whole thing.
Whose phone's on?
I think it's a camera. Sorry, doing my job.
You.
Hey, I'm sorry.
He's on
Hey,
10.
before we move, can I
your,
tell you?
your hands are warm. I can tell your pulse is up.
Okay.
Just by doing this, I know you so well.
I need a
can tell your
nasal
pulse is
breathe.
up.
I need a
Check the
nasal breathe
whoop.
and get my that's what I'm
the
saying. I need to
whoop.
get my heart rate
Oh,
down.
dude, my Whoop battery still has not come in. It's been like 2 weeks.
I don't even have a whoop.
Got to get on that.
Gotta get a whoop.
You don't want to be called Stoner Jack. Rip my heart out and stomp on it. Put it in a blender. That's fine. You know why? Because if you guys started calling me a stoner around here, I'd be like, hey, Joe. I'd be a little nervous.
Wait, aren't you gonna go? I thought you were gonna speak freely, and it was gonna be a nice little bit.
No, I really got nothing.
Okay,
I'll
now
tell
we
you what.
respect. We can all respect.
So-
Now I'm gonna give my opinion. I wouldn't want to be called stoner either.
You wouldn't want to be called stoner? Oh, you're doing
No, I
me.
was-
You're
yeah,
doing
was
my thing
talking
I
to
just
you.
did.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be called stoner.
Also, I'll tell you what, you work your ass off for this podcast. We all put ourselves in a position where maybe we become our own bosses. Maybe you have your own personality. And if you're so afraid of having a 9 to 5 job and working for somebody, just how about no plan B? Be the personality you need to be to grow and then build your own platform the way you want to build it. That's just another train of thought, right? That's just another train, right? Am I right, Alex? I get a head nod? See?
I mean,
mean-
he for that to happen for him, like building a little side personality through our thing, it depends a lot on the boys.
And now I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know if I want to put him in the spot.
I know. I feel like you're kind of putting more pressure on us.
Taylor and I were laying in bed the other night, and we'll get to your little Twitter conversation.
Hey, I wanted to tag Taylor too after you go.
Bigger. Yes,
Take it easy.
We'll get
Hey,
there.
take
We'll
the
get
mic
there.
from him, dude.
Hey, he's going from stoner Jack to home wrecker Jack. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying,
My boy out
dude.
here
Hey, I thought the same thing.
coming after them pregnant ladies, dude. The second one too.
I know.
It wasn't like this one was an accident or nothing. Like this is we planned this thing out.
Like he publicly sits in front of you and films you,
I'll tell you
and then
what.
has the audacity to be out in public on social media saying bigger Talon Luan fan.
No, bigger Talon
Talon
fan. Bigger Talon fan.
I wanted to throw Luan in there just to make it hit a little more home.
So this
She
is
changed her last name to his.
so Jack put his little thing out that Will wrote for him.
I was dying laughing.
That was pretty funny. It was pretty funny to me. So scroll down.
Stoner Jack and
And now Talon in this thing says, big Jack fan. Now, here's my problem with this whole thing. A couple days ago, I had a chuckle to myself. I don't know what it was. And Talon and I, we talk freely. She goes, what are you laughing?
You talk freely and then say whatever she,
goes-
wants to hear.
I go, huh.
We talk freely.
I'm thinking to myself, huh. She goes, what are you laughing at, honey? I said, well, one of our interns, Jack. She goes, oh, I love Jack. Because
Does
she
she
met
call you
Jack.
honey? You guys call each other honey?
Yeah, honey, babe, sugar, whatever you want,
What's
dude.
the weirdest one?
I dated. I haven't done anything for Talon.
I was gonna say he's gonna go.
I'd have-
him calling somebody else.
I didn't have anything for Taylor that was weird, but I used to date a girl. I used to call her Tickle Shits all the time. That was our.
What
Our pet
fucking
name.
movie is that from?
Don't you shit your pants, Marty? The campaign.
fucking
The campaign. I called her Tickle Shits. Bless her heart.
She loves
So
that.
Taylor's like, honey, what's going on? I'm like,
what do
oh,
you love
I'm just laughing about our intern Jack. She, oh, I love Jack. I said, yeah, but look at this. Look at this thing that Will showed me the other day of Jack's before the divisional playoff game.
Oh,
And then
yeah, his
Tom
kid
Brady
tweet.
trying to kiss me, and he says,
like,
roundhouse
he's fucking kicking.
Who the fuck sits like this? So he roundhouse kicks it, and she just gets a good barrel chested laugh, dude. Just she's convulsing. She almost went into damn labor. So today we're sitting there, and I showed Taylor the thing of you doing your Stoner Jack thing, and she's like, God, that's so funny. Jack's so funny. And I go to my workout because I got to provide for my family. I have to go work out and make sure that I can be my own boss, Jack, eventually. And I get on fucking social media
After the workout or
after the
mid-workout?
workout. No, I don't surf the web during middle
Didn't know
workout.
if you went to the bathroom. Maybe it slipped and
maybe,
started
yeah.
boiling and then got a, you know.
You know how the ADD hits
Yeah,
your boy, though.
right.
That's why I didn't finish all of Alex's video the other day. And I see big Jack guy.
Ooh. So you don't even know the next part.
I don't.
You just see, all right, babe.
Yeah. No, I think to myself, that's cute. I'm so stoked that Taylor's taking an interest in my hobbies and my new friends.
Yeah.
Because I consider just Jack, Simple Jack, and I have a great friendship.
Yeah.
So I
And
go
she doesn't
back.
tweet it. She don't tweet a lot now.
She doesn't.
I
I
wouldn't
actually jumped on.
What? Do you hear him?
No, what do you say?
He goes, yeah, I know. I went and looked.
I mean, I had to, she tweeted at me, so I had to go on her account.
So you went to her profile?
Well, yeah, respectfully.
Was it respectful at first?
I didn't
Or was it
follow
like,
her
oh,
immediately.
Or was it like, oh, who's this?
He definitely hit.
I don't think there's
media,
anything
scrolled through
respectful
pictures.
about trying to sleep with someone's wife. I don't think there's anything respectful about that. So I get on my phone later, and Taylor goes, "Did you see the reply that Jack sent to me?" Like she's putting it in my face.
Flattered. She's flattered.
She's flattered. She feels good about it because she's a big Jack fan. Jack puts bigger Taylor fan.
Justin, I saw that too,
I thought, my God, I got a war on my hands with a damn simple regular guy. And now here we are. And now I come on the bus, and not only are you trying to sleep with my wife, you also want to put your narrative on our bus. Even though Stoner Jack's a super funny bit, that probably would have got a lot of traction.
That's true.
It would have got a lot of traction. And this is the second time we've tried to give somebody a personality on this bus.
Who was the first one?
Matt Neely.
Oh, yeah.
But his was R.I.P. I love Matt Neely.
Yeah, I love Miss Matt.
But this is way better than Matt's.
Stoner Jack is a solid nickname.
I didn't say to cancel the bit. I said,
Well,
we just
without-
need to make it clear that it's more directed at my voice and not the actions I take throughout the day.
I think
Because
I
I
think
do
we've been
have-
clear. I think
Yeah,
we've been
I-
clear with that.
I do too. And side note, you and your wife Taylor were so kindly to have us in your home and cook us dinner, and I thought she was an incredible person, but with the
navigate.
most respect. I thought she was extremely nice.
You're on the
and that
Titanic,
was
a
it.
glacier's ahead, dude.
Yeah.
And I think that
Iceberg.
what did I say?
avoided.
Glacier.
Which, uh,
Same thing.
Finish your thought, man. People are listening to this podcast thinking,
Is that hard?
Is there about to be a throwdown on the
no,
bus?
it's actually pretty calm because I'm confident in how respectful I was towards Taylor and Taylor.
Oh, I haven't even seen this yet. What is this? Is this a response to?
I'm not
To
sure who
my-
tweeted
Tell me that says sup on that.
Oh, he
Okay.
dropped a GIF that said the sup GIF into the basketball hoop. dude.
Wet.
But that was just
Splash.
to you.
I'm pretty sure Twitter's a public platform for everybody to see.
Yeah, if you wanted it to be him, you would have texted it to him.
You got my number, cuz? I tell you what, that heart's pittering a little faster.
You can come feel it right now.
I don't need
feel
to feel
good.
your chest. I don't need to. If I put my hands on you right now, it might just stop at feeling your chest.
Okay.
Might be a little uncontrollable.
You know
We might
what
have
I'm
to
saying?
wrestle him off. He's a big dude. We might not
Big
have.
guy, you're lucky Corey's here.
There's
You're
a lot
lucky
of
Corey's here. Corey's
lot
a
of
strong
shit
son
in
of a
here,
bitch
too.
now.
A lot of shit in here too. It could get.
We do got
dicey.
Corey back. We got to
Real
acknowledge
dicey.
we got Corey back. We went
Yeah.
on a
People were hot on Corey on the episode. Hey, shout out to Corey.
Hey, shout out Corey Levin, dude.
I don't want to get away from this Jack thing though.
I know you don't. I just don't know how much gas we have left in it.
No, I'm just saying. So you don't want to do Stoner Jack anymore. Jack is not a stoner. We don't actually really know what he does outside of here.
We know he golfs. Apparently, he golfs well and plays spike ball well.
Yeah, and that's all we know.
But yeah, we don't know if he.
And his voice does sound like that of if you were making a movie and you're like, hey, God, we need a radio voice that sounds like a stoner. Be like, oh, Jack's the
Like,
guy.
hey, give us somebody to go in Dazed and Confused.
Right.
Jack is somebody you call right away.
Right, half baked.
Yep. Pineapple Express.
There's
Something
your
like that.
That's his avenue right there. I mean,
That
you should
could be
keep
it.
rolling on it. You can
But I'll
do
tell
it.
you what,
agree.
if you don't want to be perceived as that's totally cool. Because that kind of that does box you in a little bit.
Right.
So in a roundabout way, we just kind of went full circle. I agree with you.
We're back to agreeing with you again.
Yeah, we're back to no, like, hey, we get it.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? I know we got to start this podcast eventually. But there was one thing that I think we made a huge mistake on that I've actually been wanting to talk about. I think we fucked up with this burger thing by putting Dairy Queen in.
No,
As a top
let's
four.
not disrespect
Bro.
Dairy Queen.
Because here's what we need to
Hey,
figure.
take it easy.
Here's what we need to talk about. Dairy Queen is an amazing soft serve treat.
Great
All right?
menu.
And they got a good burger. But I'm
Decent.
saying, like, yeah, exactly. The fact that you said decent,
Yeah.
gotta know. Like, Cookout does beat Dairy Queen.
Okay, I will say that. And you know what? Hand up.
Just the burger.
I'm raising my hand here. I did not know Cookout was in Nashville.
You didn't?
No.
It's literally on Charlotte Pike.
Trust me, I know. That's exactly what Charles said. We had to drive by and she had to point at it. I was like, I fucking get it. Cookout is in Nashville.
God bless. So I do tell everybody out there that thinks that our polls didn't matter anymore because of Dairy Queen. Listen, In-N-Out's still the best. Still
Hey,
the
I
best.
tell you what. Five Guys was really.
See, that's
Five
where-
Guys
really
is
out
good
front.
as fuck.
That's what I thought you were going to say was our mistake because they don't technically have a drive-through. So I don't even know if they're really fast food at the end of the day.
They are fast food.
Yeah, but we're comparing
No,
like
that's-
burgers,
it
dude.
takes a while
well,
to
it's
get
a
your
franchise.
food.
It's a franchise all over the
not
place
that
burger.
fast.
Hey, what does Corey think? What do you think the best burger
Best
is on
burger
that
ever.
list?
The best burger ever
Now
Whoa,
keep in mind,
we're
Corey's
talking-
from Georgia, right?
from Georgia.
From Georgia, went
don't
to
have
UT
anything-
Chattanooga, and
Yeah.
then ended up in Nashville.
Not too. That's like 4 hours difference of where I grew
Yeah.
up and where I'm at now.
Little triangle
so, like, I
piece.
don't have. I mean, I went to In-N-Out when we went to Arizona for.
Have
like,
you had Whataburger?
Let the boy finish his thought process.
Some
You know how
trash
it is,
burger.
man.
Yeah, I know.
He takes so
He's
long
talking
to
so
talk,
slow.
dude. He
But I'll
does
tell you
so
what,
long
he's
to
got
talk.
paragraphs ready for us.
Paragraphs ready.
All right.
So we went to Arizona when my rookie year, 9 days, whatever, and we went to In-N-Out. I went twice on that trip. The first time I did it all wrong. I just ordered regular,
Mhm.
and I was just like, it's
Really?
all right, yeah.
Okay.
And then I came back and it was maybe you or someone else was like, dude, you got to get animal style. I was like, okay, whatever the fuck that is. So I go in there and I get animal style, and it was just 100 times better.
Right.
It was great. And then as far as Whataburger, pretty sure they used to get that to us on the plane after playing the Texans.
Oh, that's tough. I don't.
And
I
they
almost
were
don't want you to
ass,
finish- I don't want you to
dude.
finish that sentence. I don't want you to finish that. It's not the same. Because it's almost like I didn't like Chick-fil-A, but I was very unfair to Chick-fil-A because it was always a post-game meal.
I'm a
So I was like a
Zaxby's
guy
over
that's like, yo,
Chick-fil-A guy.
why do you go Chick-fil-A?
I'm a
Like, it
Canes over
fucking sucks.
Zaxby's guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's
See, and that's another thing.
real.
At Nebraska, we had canes after practice and stuff, so we always it gave it a bad look.
Kane slapped.
But when you go in and actually have the nice little hot dish, Chick-fil-A was banger.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A's banger, and so was Cane's.
I was a huge fan of Chick-fil-A's, and we are kind of getting all over the place. I think, let me just go in the order that we started with of the things that I have to comment on. The Houston, when you said we went and played Houston and the Whataburger, you can never, if you bulk order something,
Right.
it's like when teams would go to California in high school, like if you went to play like a UCLA,
Yeah.
or we went and visited the Rose Bowl. Never made it, but we went to visit it, and they gave us a whole like a plethora of In-N-Out burger.
Right.
And you guys are like, this is trash. It's like, yeah, it's bulk ordered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So you can't really go off that.
Right. So I haven't
I
given it
think
a
I
fair
said that
shake.
exactly. Like,
Did you really?
Like post game is bulk
100%.
orders.
He didn't say
shit.
bulk order, but like post game plain shitty.
He
It literally
can't really give it
tasted like
justice.
cardboard.
I think.
He goes,
I
hang on,
think
before we get all over the place, let me.
we'll have to
let me
go. We'll
by
have
this.
to go back and listen to that because I'm pretty sure Will said a lot of words that didn't make a lot of sense. That didn't really sell the point.
Oh, you make a lot of sense just because you fucking do this and do a
The
list
hands,
like
the
this.
hands.
I think I speak pretty clearly about where my views are. Now, do you always let me get to those views? No, because you, for some reason, absolutely hate me just tugging us along on this podcast sometimes. Not saying anything like you
See,
don't
like right there, I
like
can't
you don't,
say nothing.
like you don't do as much as I do. I'm not saying that,
I
but I'm
know.
saying if I get on a roll with something, you like to try to derail the guy.
Because sometimes, like, I'll get lost with you.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like I'm running out of breath as we're swimming deep underwater.
Yeah.
So I need to hurry up and swim back to the surface.
Fun fact, doesn't matter if you're 2 inches under the water or 20 feet under the water, you can't breathe regardless. So if you say you're running out of breath going down, see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about with the clarity stuff. Like that wasn't very clear. Now, if you're saying if we're running in a long distance, we're going uphill where the altitude's getting a little bit more, that makes a little more sense to me where it's like harder to breathe and you're kind of losing yourself a little bit. You know?
That don't make no fucking sense.
That didn't make no
either.
sense? No. Did that make sense to you, Simple Jack?
No.
Hey, I think I know why though.
I saw his face too. Hey.
No.
That makes sense to you, Jack?
Oh no, my fan.
Jack's just like, fuck, man.
You did yell it. So what's your favorite burger ever? Like of all the franchises? Because that got some heat, right? People were kind of all over that thing, right?
That's tough.
That got
dude. That's
traction.
real tough. Are we saying Five Guys is fast food?
Count it, yeah.
Count it. Five Guys is pretty fucking good. I'll take Five Guys.
Over
I mean, you're with the
everything.
majority. That thing had like a 50%.
Yeah, it did. It
Yeah.
did.
But I would like for Taylor to post it because he has a different audience that might go in and out. You know
I'm pretty
what
sure
saying?
my audience is predominantly in Nashville.
in Michigan too, so it might be.
Yeah, people aren't
going
gonna understand that it's geographically where you're from. Like you can tell a lot where someone's from in the locker room by the shoes they wear.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
Nike
what the fuck
flip-flops.
with the
Of course.
thong
Hey, my
flops,
boy from
dude?
the south.
Nike flip, but it's
Not a
fucking
big
hot
thong,
as shit
not a big
out
thong
there,
flop
bro.
guy.
I like the thong flop.
Let the feet breathe. a little.
So hey, we're 18, 20 minutes in this thing. Let's start the podcast.
I thought it's been pretty good.
Yeah, no, I've loved it. Listen, I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to talk to them tier ones. I think the tier one things people are really starting to take pride in being a tier one. Go ahead. That was a pause for you.
I was about to. I literally caught myself.
On the next episode of Bussin' with Boys, we'll talk about reading a room. Go ahead, Will.
Me personally,
Hey, you got to catch him cute laughs. When he,
was it, that was it.
Yeah, it was cute as fuck.
personally, I don't like it. I actually had to break up an argument yesterday.
What?
Because somebody was saying, "Oh, you think you're tier one?" And because people at it, I had to drop a gif like it was a Jurassic Park one where he's around the Raptors. He'd say, "Hey, calm down, guys. Take it easy."
Hey, yo, take it easy.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, take it easy, guys. We're literally all in the same."
I
pack."
got to see that link. I got to see that deal. Wait, so hold on. You don't like the tier ones?
I do, but I think it's causing some controversy because people are starting to argue a little bit. I'm like, hey, listen, guys, we're all in the same pack now.
Yeah.
We gotta welcome each other. Like one dude's dropping proof. He's dropping receipts. Oh, look at me.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
shit.
Damn,
How dare
people
you
are.
attempt to call me? How dare you attempt to call me out? Where's your Bussin shirt? You tier 3 beta.
Oh
And I was
my
like, hey.
Oh my god!
I was like, hey, guys, just take it easy.
That thing might have upset Will. Nothing fires me up more than knowing when people will fucking just go toes for the boys.
And then took a picture. Like, where's your fucking Bussin
Yeah, like he's
shirt?
wearing it right now.
Yeah.
He right now is when he's wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Got a little sweat coming.
It's on the
this little
hanger
deal.
though. He's not really
Oh,
wearing
it's
it.
not.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
true. He
ain't.
wasn't
Can
wearing it at the moment.
That's a tier 2 move right there. You know?
He hangs his t-shirts though.
Yeah, that's a
He
big-
does hang
But the thing was, he called him a tier 3 beta. We got to make it clear that the tier 3s are welcome. They're on the
No,
squad.
everyone's welcome, but you don't want to be a tier 3. I think we're not seeing eye to eye here.
That's okay that we have differences.
yeah, no,
'Cause
I love that.
I like
Yeah.
that people hear you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that people are listening to you, but they also got to know that we're all on the same team.
Yeah,
now.
we are all on the same team, right? And then just like in like a football team, we'll take for instance, there's a first string guys who play. There's a second string guys that'll fit in, get in where they can fit in, and there's the third string guys that hey, enjoy it, but it's gonna be over soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, Let's all just try to get better every single day. Tier 1s, I fucking see you. If you are in an argument on Twitter via your friends, whether you have 48 followers or 48,000 followers, you're a fucking tier 1. Like, hey, you guys both made it. You guys have both done it. Tier 2s, if you're in the background, watch the tier 1s, watch how they show back. See how they're fighting for the boys?
Yep.
Now, I don't want bloodshed. I don't. But I do. I want to see you piss hot a little bit.
You like seeing people being like, hey, hold them accountable, police each other.
Yes, I do. I think it's good. Yeah. I think it's good for everyone to kind of, it's like you see a pack of wolves. Now I'm stalking your language. You see a pack of wolves going at it. Like there's going to be the alpha kind of chipping at the betas, or maybe some guy challenges the alpha.
Yep.
You're going to find out where you stand in the pack a little bit. Maybe you are tier 2. You just don't know it. Maybe you got to show a little more love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a roundabout way, but honestly, tier 1, I think you guys have done an amazing job. Here's one way you can find out if you're a tier 1 real fast. And I think the birthday boy, his spankings are coming up.
They are.
He put this out, the wolf emoji on your name. If I see a wolf emoji on your name and you're commenting on Bussin' with the Boy stuff, I don't even have to think twice. I know that guy's a tier 1 cat. He's willing to change his name. Oh, you don't like that?
Well,
now that you just put it
no,
out there,
I don't dislike that.
Okay.
It reminds me of the photo we all see when we're on a team in college or the pros, where it's got that glacier. You know what I'm saying? Or that iceberg. And the 10% tip showing.
Yeah.
So the wolf emoji.
Yeah.
But what you're doing under the surface, are you subscribing, resubscribing?
Oh.
Are you sharing in group chats?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you buying the merch? Or did you subscribe once? You're for the boys, you put the little wolf emoji, so you feel like you already made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like an ongoing.
I like that.
You can't just show up.
That changed.
You like that?
I have never been turned around that fast in my entire life, I don't think.
right. You just told people to put the wolf emoji, so now they're going to go do it.
Well, they do it anyway. What he's
tier
saying
1.
is that fires him up.
I'm saying it's a good thing
Right.
to have the wolf emoji because you know where you stand 24/7, but he's right. The work does have to go into it, and the iceberg reference.
Because it hit home. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
because
about.
you have that little peak, and then you look under it, and it's always like looks like an upside down chair.
Yep.
Pull that up. Guaranteed it looks like an upside down chair. You know what I'm talking about, Corey?
No.
You don't know the glacier photo, the iceberg photo?
Or it's like,
Where it's like-
people
Oh,
only
no,
see,
yeah,
people
yeah,
only
no,
see
no.
success.
Yeah.
And they don't see all the
and
other
then
stuff.
all the characteristics under the surface
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
iceberg is way bigger underwater.
It's
Yeah,
one
no, I see
specific
that.
picture. It's got to be a chair.
Every football team goes over it in their PowerPoints.
Right.
I'm sure he
Sorry,
would
we
have
get
figured
the
that out
cat
eventually.
space.
Yes.
It's this one, right?
Right there.
There it is.
Success.
See? That's beautiful. Sacrifice.
It's a meme, boys.
Discipline. Criticism. Doubts.
Risks.
Risk
Goes into being a tier 1.
I
gotta
tell you
play
what,
Risk.
got to play Risk. That's a
I
great
like
game. We
that.
haven't played that in forever.
I know you ducked us the past 2 nights, but
Last
hey,
two
it's
nights I
all
have
good.
had. The boys had a lot of shit going on.
I feel you, dude.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But I'll tell you what, that's a great reference, Will. That is a great reference. And I think you're right.
Appreciate
If you want to put the wolf on there, you put that wolf on there. But to a lot that's given, a lot's expected, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put that wolf out there, we might have guys start monitoring and stuff. Simple Jack might be on his little Twitter handle following them wolves, figuring out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, hopefully our own guys are doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got to figure out a new avenue for Jack. Guy's got a lot of potential.
He does.
It does.
What do you mean? A new, like, not call him Stoner Jack?
I think out of respect for him, we should respect that and not call him Stoner Jack anymore.
Stoner Jack?
Reefer Jack.
Would you like us to call you something? Would you like us to figure something else out?
I'm confident who I am, so I'm not worried about the whole.
Well, you call- we talked on the phone
You had
about
a
it.
conversation with Will, and you actually didn't even call him me, which is kind of disrespectful.
I called him. I called him.
Oh, what'd you say to him?
Nothing. I was just checking in with him.
Oh, and
So everything's going. If you need anything from the boy.
oh, so this was eating at him enough to where he's like, "Hey, is there anything?"
He
you can
brought,
help?
yeah,
He brought it up in the middle of a
he brought it
conversation.
up in the middle of the
Ugh.
conversation. I was like, hey, is everything going well? Is everybody communicating well? Anything you need from me?
Right.
He's like, you know.
You can't do his. You can't do his voice. It's
All
too.
right, no, I won't. I know it's tough. It's sensitive right
You
now.
can try.
You can try.
Hey, that wasn't that bad.
That's pretty good.
Comp Caliendo,
That's like when that's
bro.
when like Quentin Nelson did the Winnie the Pooh voice.
Oh my god,
Dude,
that was so
a
adorable,
fucking
dude.
adorable, dude. I love that guy.
I always get to where I'm going by walking away from where I've been.
That's solid.
So adorable. But anyway, let's start the podcast, dude. Let's see what's on the docket for today. Yeah.
Subscribe, rate 5 stars. YouTube, Bussin' WTB.
Dude,
Bus with the
we'll
boys.
hit you 2 or 3 more times in this whole podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully people haven't shut us off just yet.
Yeah. All right, what's on the docket? What do we got on the docket, dude?
You want to talk about this You want to talk about this Redskin stuff?
What? Yeah, I didn't listen to anything. I know there was. Like,
I'll tell you what, you missed a lot.
Yeah, a bit of a deal. I saw you said you texted me and Will and said you sent us a note or something like that.
Notes for the show, yeah.
But I saw in the group chat something's going down with the Redskins. No, I didn't check it out. I didn't check shit out. So what's going on? What's happening?
Shit has been hitting the fan for the Redskins. Like everybody thought. First of all, it's not Redskins. They retired that name. It's Washington. It's Washington TBDs.
The Blanks.
Yeah.
Washington Blanks, dude.
Yeah, because the name is retired. So at the Washington team,
the team in Washington.
The team in Washington, not the state.
The name change isn't the biggest thing that's been going on with them.
Okay.
Apparently, some stuff came out. Guys, last week, there were 3, I believe. 2 got fired. One was the head scout. Another one, I think it was Alex Santos. He was the head scout guy. Richard Mann. I don't recall him. And then Larry, the voice of the Titans. So this is the
team in Washington.
The team in Washington, not the Titans.
Oh yeah. Team Washington.
Please, whatever's going on here, do not mix it with the Titans.
Yeah. Larry resigned. The voice. Who's the guy?
Mike Keith.
Yeah. What do they call him? The voice.
The Mike
voice
Keith
of
of
the
Washington.
Titans.
Yeah, he's the voice.
The
of the
Mike.
Titans.
Yeah, the Mike Keith of Washington, basically.
Please don't put his name in this.
It's probably nowhere near.
He stepped unbelievable human being.
He stepped away. He resigned, apparently. So everybody's like, yo, there's going to be some big stuff coming out that nobody's ready for, that has nothing to do with name change, nothing. Like just more toxic poison that's coming out of Washington. And then Washington Post dropped an article about five former employees involved in a sexual harassment scandal involving, I want to say it was like 15 women. 15,
yeah. Is that why the minority owners were trying to get out? Like I saw something a week ago, like minority owners are trying to sell.
How much of a percentage is up in the air to buy?
I think it's like 40%.
I think it's like 40, yeah.
Yeah. 40%.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue, dude. It was up in, it's just up in flames. Like I would do interviews and people would want to talk about the culture and leadership and stuff like that. And it's kind of like a not your lane kind of thing to talk about. So you're just like, in the locker room, you did the best you could, like as players, but Washington is such a melting pot of like media and people trying to divide and politics that go on, and upstairs always seemed like a mess, but no one ever knew factual stuff. So you would just chalk it up as like, they can be better leadership organizationally as an organization from top down.
I've obviously never been there, but I've been like every person that's come out of there, not you,
right?
But other people I've talked to have been like, it's a shit show out there, dude.
Yeah.
Every person I talked to is like, that's been on the team, was on the team, is on the team, is like, it's kind of a shit show out here.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I was there for 5 years and you always want to leave a place better than you found it. And you just knew this stuff would go on. You knew of some things that would go on, but you just never knew. You just try to keep your head down and work and play ball and stuff like that. But it sucks because I enjoyed my time there with my teammates and everybody else. And the stuff that's like coming out, you're kind of like, you hate it for everybody involved. You hate it for the women involved that have to come out and talk about this. Fortunately, sure. I want to say they're unidentified, right? They weren't stepping out because
I think one has come out. This woman, Emily Applegate, she was there from 2014 to 2015.
Gotcha.
This is her quote.
It was the most miserable experience of my life, and we all tolerated it because we knew if we complained, and they reminded us of this. There are 1,000 people out there who would take our job in a heartbeat.
Damn.
See, and when I say unfortunate for everybody involved, I meant like the good side of it, because people that are getting called out and having to resign and getting fired and being held accountable for it, that's obviously what you want. But it sucks, man. I mean, this is just, there's always seems to be a different headline that comes out about the name, but Washington. There's always seems to be another headline that comes out every year about Washington.
So we can't say the name anymore?
We can. We're just saying, like, they stepped out on Monday saying they
You're making it sound like Voldemort to me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
Whoa,
hey,
don't say that.
Hey, shout out Spooktober. Spooktober's
it's
coming.
around the corner. It's around the corner.
But apparently the Washington came out and they said they retired the name.
Right.
But they haven't chosen another name yet. So right now it's like the Washington TBDs. To be
I like that. I like TBDs, but I like the blanks.
The blanks.
The blanks is
the
solid.
Washington blanks. I tell you what though, hey, the Red Wolves, you buying it a little more? The Washington Red Wolves?
It's a little arena league to me when I see like the mock uniforms.
That's what I said.
Did you fucking text him, Garrett?
No, you said that?
Yeah, he said
no. Garrett didn't say it to me. It seems a little arena league to me. But Portnoy gave me shit about the Titans having like an arena league uniform.
There are not a lot of Titan fans. Well, there's a lot of Titan fans, there's not a lot of people that believe in the Titans. But I feel like we're making those steps.
Yeah, your
We're
uniforms don't help you. They're terrible uniforms. They're like,
what don't you like about them?
they look very
I
USFL-ish.
do dig our all whites and all blues, and the white top blue bottom combo because we crushed in the playoffs.
I'm a big all Navy fan, dude. All Navy on the Titans. I love it.
All Navy sick.
Because you can accent some white and stuff all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
I think we've talked about the podcast, but the best uniforms are always the most basic. Like when you try to do too much, that's when it's like, all right. Except
Fucking
for Seattle.
Bears, bro. Bears. Just straight
Bears
classic.
did a great job. Bears
Raiders,
did a great
dude.
job.
No, Raiders.
Raiders. Dude.
Raiders,
They had the
they
best
do it right,
unis.
bro.
They had some great unis. But the Seahawks is the first team I've seen that like went off the beaten path. Not went off
With
the beaten.
that
They did some
neon?
new shit. And
Like
it looks
the
cool.
neon,
Yeah,
yeah.
the neon's badass.
Yeah, for sure. At first, you didn't know how to look at it when they had all the color rush out there with all
Right.
the neons. Then you saw everybody thought it was
But
cool. and
the
so I
color
was
rush
like,
is always
yeah,
a
yeah,
chance
it's
to be
cool.
funky.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got
Funky.
Get funky.
Get out of there. Wait, hey, hit that. You said there was one more conversation thing because we kind of just glanced over people talking about sexual harassment.
These
and,
texts are wild.
these people got to get called out, dude. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
definitely like the biggest thing is it's a institutional thing is what they're saying. Like even the women who were there didn't have appropriate HR personnel to go to.
Really?
It's like it's,
That fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
When you're put in a position like that, and then you feel like you're getting blackmailed if you were to step out. Because I want to say, I heard something where she wasn't dressed right for like a sales closing.
I didn't read that one.
You didn't read that one?
There's a lot of them out there.
There's like a conversation, and she wasn't wearing a tight dress, and she was kind of sternly told to wear a tight dress so she
Really?
could close the sale. It was something like
no,
that.
yeah,
a lot
I
of
saw
fishy
that. I
ass
saw
shit,
that.
dude. And it's not, unfortunately, it's not surprising.
yeah.
Here's that combo though.
Read those.
Yeah, read
Taylor.
that.
Those are fucking ridiculous.
But yeah, this is some leaked text.
Who's it from and to?
So this
though?
is-
I don't. This is allegedly a conversation between Richard Mann, former assistant director of pro personnel, and a former female Redskins employee. It's like, nice shirt. Laugh out loud. Thanks.
Okay, stop. Right there. You should know I ain't got a shot here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
LOL.
Yeah.
Like if it's like,
Thanks?
hey,
Question mark.
if you shoot your shot, nice shirt.
Yeah.
LOL. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then he comes out. And
Have a
says
great
it's an
day. That's what you
inside
finish it
joke.
with. Have
Yeah.
a great day, and you move the fuck on.
Yeah.
But
Laugh
keep
out
going.
loud. Sorry. Inside joke. It's
Inside
a
joke.
compliment.
Horrible
And then she
inside
says, "What's the joke?" He says, "Nothing. It's stupid. You look great today. That's all."
Oh,
Fishing.
She says, "I want to be in on these jokes." He says, "Lame boob joke."
and you just fucked yourself.
Lame
Yeah.
boob joke.
And you know what? It sounds so stupid to say you fucked yourself. This guy's an idiot. He obviously, you deserve to be gone.
Yeah. She responds, "I figured that much." He said, "No offense, sorry. Real or fake is the debate."
Jesus Christ.
That was
bro.
the end of that conversation. And then there seems to be another one. "Bring me food. I hurt. Ha ha ha." He says, "Okay, do you want Jimmy John's?" She said, "Oh my God, I love the Beach Club." He says,
Beach
"If
Club.
I
Shout out the Beach Club.
Shout out
I think
Jimmy
it's a
John's.
number
Go for shout-outs.
13, right? It's the number 13, the Beach Club. If I bring that, I want to squeeze your butt. Deal." She put, no. Laugh out loud. He puts laugh out loud. There's like 15 places within a mile from where are you? From where you are. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
It's all good.
She responds, I don't want to get out of bed." He says, "Oh, I see. I suppose I can deliver. It's kind of far as fuck though. Do you tip the food delivery guy?" That was the end of that conversation.
This guy's a creep.
He sounds like a 12-year-old.
But there's nothing underneath. There's nothing
butt.
underneath, so I don't know if it's being sent to where it's just a screenshot of what she's wanting to be seen. Like, who knows if she responded or not?
Yeah,
You know
she
what I'm
could have
saying?
responded to the real or fake.
The real
debate.
or fake is the debate. She
Right.
could have responded. It's not this. And again, this is
And
all
it
alleged
could
shit.
be out of
Dude.
context.
We're just
it
reading the
could.
text.
But what you're reading, you're like,
Right. You're like, come on,
creepy.
dude. You're creepy as fuck.
yeah.
And then he texts, "You are very demanding." She says, "Haha, I'm hungry. Was supposed to have family lunch, but granddad couldn't get out of his neighborhood." He says, "That sucks. I'm squeezing your ass. ... Sorry." Laugh out loud. She says, "No." And he says,
Plain and simple,
"That's
nope.
not even a big deal. It's like innocent. I'll text you when I get back over that way. I'll pick something up. I'll pick you something up."
G.
So I don't. That's all kind of.
Yeah, that was an alleged text conversation. There's some conspiracies out there, though. We won't get too far down those rabbit holes
Yeah.
because they get dicey, dude.
I'll tell you what. It's like one of those things. It's like you have 3 guys sitting on a bus talking about a possible sexual assault thing, and then a lot of things out of context being brought up. Emails, text messages, whatever. It's like, I don't know. You hope whoever was in the wrong gets got, and
For
whoever was harassed,
Right.
they have some sort of retribution. Is that the word?
They get some closure. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
They
let's
get
say
some
closure.
justice. They get justice and some closure.
Because it's always an uncomfortable. Like even when you're like, it just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, that's why this whole.
And who's the one gal that's speaking out? Because that takes a lot of fucking courage.
Good for
That
her.
is Emily Applegate.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
That takes a lot of. That takes a lot, man. Man,
and there's a big difference
hate hearing
between
about that shit.
There's a big difference between shooting your shot and harassment. Like if the guy was like, "Nice shirt, LOL, thanks," and you end it there, I feel like it's like a maybe. I mean, no harm, no foul, right? Like it's like, oh, guy shot a shot. There was no nibbles out there. Move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're coming down the line and you're talking about an
man.
ass squeeze,
Yeah.
no,
I'm gonna squeeze
LOL.
your butt.
Like the LOL was obviously put at the end there, like, hey, can you just get me some fucking
Yeah,
food?
for sure.
And then like and then the last part, it's like, I'm squeezing your butt, sorry. And then it's just a straight up nope. It's like, dude, eventually you got to be like, unless you just got hammered.
I
You know what I'm
I have no clue. And for everybody listening, this is one situation we're talking about. Apparently, there's a lot of shit that going on at Redskins Park and stuff that I'm sure will come to light. I don't
Whose
know.
part? The team in Washington?
It's
The Blanks?
It's okay. Blank Park. Blank Park on Ashburn Drive, dude. Ashburn Boulevard.
I'll tell you what, I feel. I mean, and then it wasn't just like sorry, stupid. The Blanks decided to change their name. Then all of a sudden, 40% of the Redskins goes for sale. I feel like people aren't going to get that mad to the point where they're like, "Get to sell 40%." They probably
You're
know
saying
something.
there's a lot of shit.
If there is something going on, they're probably. I mean,
this could be the tip of the ice. You know what I mean?
Where
There
there's
could be a lot
smoke,
more that
there's
is
kind of we
coming
talked
out.
about earlier.
for sure.
There's the tip of the iceberg, and then
Yeah.
there's all that other shit at the bottom.
Yeah,
You never
underneath
know.
the surface that hasn't came out yet. Because apparently there's a lot of lawyering up involved. Like individuals are lawyering up. Like there's a lot of shit, dude.
If
So-
it comes out and it's as hairy as it kind of seems like it's about to get, how do you feel about a guy like as a guy that's been there for 5 years, was there for 5 years?
What do you mean? Like if it
Does it
comes out,
feel
it's
like?
It
Do you
just-
think there's something that's going to come out where you're going to be like, I could see that, or is it like not really like that, or I don't know?
both? I mean, I
5
think both. I
years?
think if stuff came out, there'd be stuff I'm for sure surprised about. Like this stuff, I'm surprised that it went down on a level like that.
Yeah.
I definitely felt like some of these dudes were definitely creepy and they had a vibe to them.
Really?
Now that this is out, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Did
But
you know
nothing I saw and witnessed myself personally?
Did you know butt grab guy?
No, Richard Mann.
No.
No, I recognize the name. If I saw him, I'd probably know who he was. If you brought a picture up of him, but I don't recall him.
Let's see what
I do know
squeeze guy looks
Santos.
like.
I do know Alex Santos. That's Richard Mann.
You've seen him before?
Yeah.
Habitual butt squeezer. Richard Mann.
I'll tell you what, man.
That's it's not even worth going over anymore.
Yeah,
it really
The
is.
second his dad
It
must
kinda
be
just-
so
This goes to
upset.
the NFL. I'll tell you what, we did talk a lot in 2018 when you were at the Titans. You would always really mention like, hey, this is a really you liked the organization.
For sure. The
You were like,
leadership
hey.
from the top down, as far as John Robinson being involved in sitting in meetings where it's like, Bruce Allen and them, he was never, unless we needed to talk about something to save face, you never really saw Bruce Allen around at all. John's really involved in just the communication, it feels like, from the top down.
Yeah.
From starting at ownership. Because that's where it all is, dude. People can talk about leadership and culture all you want on teams, but it all starts at the tip top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if a team has like a bad head coach and there's a bad culture around, it's up to the people above them to get it right. And if that level's bad, it's up to the owner to get that right. Like it always starts at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think when John came in, and it's tough for me to say that because Rustin Webster, he drafted me, and Ken, he also drafted me, and those guys, unbelievable dudes. But like when John came to the Titans, just from a player standpoint, I mean, you've seen the transition from 2000, I think, end of 2015 season to now, like how much this team has grown, the personnel. Like when I first got there in 2014, and it wasn't Rustin's team, it wasn't Ken's team. but it was like kind of look around. And it's like there wasn't a lot of talent on the 2014 Titans.
And you could still, I mean, even if you have like an unsuccessful like stint, you can still be like good dudes. Like, you know, I got people I like, but doesn't mean that they were the best at their job. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'm going to be in a starting lineup or a teammate talks about, I love Comp, great dude, like, but he shouldn't have been the starter type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't have been the person in that role. Like, love certain people over at that organization, but they shouldn't have been in the roles that they were in sometimes.
Yeah. But
this kind of stuff, like this kind of slimy, bad culture, toxic shit, like that stuff needs that. Like that's such an organizational, like that's such a culture thing that just you could trace it all the way back up, man. And that might be why there's 40% up.
Who's the head coach there now? Rivera? Is that his name?
I've heard good things about him.
He seems like a top notch dude.
I've heard.
He seems like a top notch guy.
I feel like
he seems like he's got it put together pretty good.
Yeah. No, I've heard nothing but good things about him.
Hopefully he can go, because it sounds like the boy's walking into a damn hornet nest.
He's definitely not grabbing any butts. He looks like a great stand-up dude.
That guy's in
Hey,
church
you want to know what's
Sunday.
interesting though? So if you want to buy the Redskins, or if you want to buy the blanks, the Washington,
nice,
the team of Washington.
Nice
if you want to
save.
buy them,
DC's team.
Let's go down a little conspiracy hole, boys.
Okay,
Ooh, I'm here.
Who owns the Washington Post?
It's Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos
From Amazon.
Who just moved to Arlington? That's right next to DC.
Arlington, Texas?
Arlington, Virginia.
Right next to DC.
Jeff Bezos
Jeff Bezos. If you want to start getting some information, maybe you're sliding people some stuff or some dirt. You get your own post to write about it. Start creating some turmoil.
Oh, she's
goes up
Bezos.
for sale. Maybe he wants to own the team.
I'm going to tell you right now, $3.4 billion doesn't hit a dent in that boy.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's listening to us right now going, Taylor's right.
He is listening
You know
to
what I'm
us. There's
saying?
no doubt we're his favorite podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he got the boys locked down.
And he's got the type of money to where like those owners and stuff, like you don't bully around somebody like a Jeff Bezos. He comes and does his thing.
No. Yeah, he's figured it out, hasn't he? He's gonna, if he would have wanted to buy that team, he could easily have bought that team. And I'm sure he's always looking for a deal because he can't be worth
that's a conspiracy theory.
$178.4 billion and not be able to find a couple coupons here and there to help save a couple dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. Be interesting to look back here in a few years, couple months, be like, oh shit, Will was right.
If he does, what a reach right there.
The Washington Amazons.
Hey.
we just look.
Hey, that sounds dumb as fuck.
I'm still on the Red Wolves, dude. I'm all about the Wolf Pack. You guys know that.
Dude, that just sounds like fucking like D1 AA, bro.
Oh my god,
that's where I came from.
The Wolf Pack?
No, the Red Wolves. Like it's like no matter what they do, it's not going to sound like an NFL team. I think.
Yeah, but you could potentially keep the colors. Red Wolves, you could just rebrand it a little bit. You keep the R, HCTR, that can live on.
You got to keep the colors. Or maybe you just go totally different brand change.
The whole red tail thing was kind of cool, right?
Red tails?
Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I've heard about all of them, dude.
Do you not know what that is?
The red tails?
Dude, it's like
sounds
some
like a
historical
cartoon fox.
No, dude, with like look it up. Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Yeah, the red.
Oh shit! Is it like an army thing or
Tuskegee Airmen, dude? Historic.
See what I tell you was going to happen with this team.
Did
What I say
right?
to you, I said they're gonna go down
Something that relates a little bit. Yeah.
The Red Wolves. It's like, all right, I get what you're saying. Wolves is a good mascot, but I don't know.
And I got some photos with the.
What's that? Oh, the wolf thing?
Yeah.
Like they picked it up in 2015, like that was Will?
Yeah.
I see it. All right, what's next on the list? I think
what do we got next?
We've bled this out and towed that line a little too long.
Yeah, we did.
NFL coronavirus update. Can't wait to hear what's going on here, boys. What you got, Will? Read it out.
Here we go. JJ Watt tweeted, in the interest of having everyone on the same page in terms of what we know and don't know at this time, here are a few things I've learned being on 4 NFLPA calls in the last 2 weeks with hundreds of other players. Keep in mind our rookies are scheduled to report in 48 hours. By the time you guys hear this, you'll hear it on Monday. He meant the rookies are reporting this past Saturday. Here's what we know and don't know. We want to play.
Which timeout?
Go ahead.
First off, I don't think everybody wants to play. There's already been guys that come out and say,
let me read them. I'll read them. I'll read them.
And we'll go down the list. Kind of do with the burger thing.
Yeah, you can start playing the devil's advocate on all of them. We want to play. We want to be as safe as possible. We have not received a single valid IDER plan, which is infections, disease, emergency response, from any team or the league. We don't know if there are preseason games or not. We don't know if there will be daily testing, semi-daily testing, etc. We don't know how a potential positive COVID test would affect contracts, roster spots, etc. Nothing has been agreed upon regarding what training camp will actually look like and how the ramp-up period will work. We want to play.
Kind of doubled down on that one at the end, didn't he?
He did.
He just wants to play, man.
JJ wants to play. I'll tell you what. I think who we're talking to, Big Cat.
Yeah.
And he was talking about JJ, and I was really negative on JJ.
We used to go after JJ, but we went out and interviewed him in Wisconsin, and I'm like friendly with him now. And I think he was trying too hard at the beginning of his career, and he's kind of realized like he doesn't have to be a superhero, and he's a genuinely nice guy.
He said he was too.
JJ is, yep.
He said he was too, and they finally got to meet him.
JJ is growing on me. That's enough.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was going to say,
that's enough.
Okay. All right.
I think he's cheesy, but he's growing on me. He seems like
remember, that's what Big Cat said.
Person.
Big Cat's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I mean, if you call yourself out too. Then
yeah. Oh, yeah. He did call. He did
something like that.
That's what kind of really started to get me to turn.
Yeah.
Because if you call yourself out, if you're like, I know what I am, it's all good.
You 8 Mile yourself.
Yeah.
Got to.
Good.
Sometimes you've got to do
too.
that, man. We've all kind of been down that road, haven't we?
Yeah, but what do you think of all this? I didn't know if we wanted to talk about any NFLPA stuff, but since we have tweets out there and people can start speculating on what's being said and what's not,
Let me cross
we can at least talk about what is out there for everybody else.
All right. We want to play. I would say 90% of the league probably wants to play. I think there's a handful of guys that are trying to figure out the best way possible to make a couple bucks and not play this year. But I'm saying the left tackle Donovan Smith, he's released a statement saying that based on the best interest of his family, of all that, blah, 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 that he should play. There's guys, I think Tom Brady has sickle cell. I'm never going against Tom Brady. If he's
sickle cell,
something like that.
Yeah, and apparently that makes you higher risk for COVID.
Higher risk.
Tom Brady
and somebody goes
sickle.
Somebody on the call is like, yo, if Tom Brady's not playing, then like why would we play? Because he's the face of the NFL. And it's like,
I heard that. I heard
it's like,
that.
what? Dude?
So when Tom Brady retires, we're just going to end the NFL?
You're right. Like what?
That doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense. There's definitely a vibe that's like, all right, fellas, listen, there is no cake where games are not played and everyone gets paid
their entire
salary.
Now I think there's an easy way to figure this all out, and I sent a tweet out, but I'll make it even easier on everybody. If you want to play, you sign a waiver, and you go play. And I know that's now going to avoid a lot of hospital stuff. It's going to avoid a lot of contract. It's going to be a lot of this. It's like, what if you do get sick? What if you miss 2 weeks? What if you're on the bubble guy and you get cut? But I'm saying, from a general standpoint, can't you just sign a waiver?
You can, but what also you want in place is to make sure that all the protocols are there to have a safer environment.
Make sure you have the JJ thing up. Sorry.
Because guys are still like, you can feel like guys are still kind of wanting to opt out of playing. If guys want to opt out of playing, like when there are agreements that happen, that when it does get figured out, because I do think I am optimistic there's going to be a season, but when it does get figured out, I still think there are guys that are going to want to opt out. It's like, hey, here's going to be an opt out scenario. Here's how you get opt out. Here's how your pocket's going to get hurt. There's no part where, again, you're not going to get paid and not play.
Right.
And you know what? As shitty as it sounds even to this, probably shouldn't be that way either. I'm sure you can get a small stipend, but it's not going to be your full entire salary for the year. But if you don't want to play a game, if you either have to produce or you just don't get paid. That's how life works. If Jack wants to have a job and but he doesn't produce, or he just says, I want to get paid, but I don't want to go and do it, then what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That makes zero sense.
Right.
Like my wife her due date is today. You're listening right now. It's like we film this podcast July 16th.
Yeah.
My wife's due date is today. People, if you're way on one side or the other, you say, coronavirus is bullshit. Like we should all be back to work because it's the flu, it's the cold. for 99 point whatever the statistics are, that's super high statistics, says yes, that's true. Says yes, that people are very, like, for the most part, get flu-like symptoms. It's a 9-10 day thing, and they're fine for the most part. Now, there are people that have to go to the ICU, that go to the hospital. You never want to see that. You never, ever. But for the most part. Now, my wife being due, we are as high risk as they come, because what does the flu and the cold do to newborn children? It kills them.
Right.
It straight up. Like, that's a high number.
And isn't there a protocol right now? Like if say somebody had it and they were pregnant, that when the baby's born, they would have to quarantine the child. So like, isn't there an infection thing that plays into that too?
If Taylor goes into labor right now, we go to the hospital, Taylor will get a swab. If she's positive, which the way the numbers are going right now is very, very possible. If she's positive, there's a chance they take away our child for 14 days. And I'll go John Q that fucking hospital.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you'll hear me on the damn ticker. You'll see me on the ticker. Taylor Lewan gets arrested by holding a whole entire hospital hostage for his newborn baby.
I'll probably have to be the one on the road outside the building trying to call in.
Talk it on there.
Yeah.
I'll John Q. I bet there's only been one bullet the whole time for myself. It's a little spoiler right there. But in all seriousness, like where I was going with this whole thing is my wife and I have talked about it. And we've talked about the precautions necessary for me to go and play this game and make sure that, one, I fulfill my dreams, right? My career. I make a living for our family that we've become so accustomed to.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to do those things, I have to basically isolate myself from my newborn daughter for 3 months until their immune system gets a little bit, roughly 3 months, right? Give or take on the child. There are people that go, I put this in a tweet, and I spelled C's wrong. I did S-E-E, not S-E-A. But there are people that go overseas. I don't need to see it. There are people that go overseas and fight for our freedoms.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
For fractions of the amount of money that I make, or any of us make, sitting on this side of the bus. That fractions. That literally go and stop. And risk their lives, could get shot, could get blown up. Like literally, those are the implications they're dealing with.
And gone for who knows how long.
For who knows how long. And if you want to opt out, good for you. I will never, if someone's looking out for the best interest of their health,
right, and
stuff like that. But if I'm like, I've always been a dice roller. If I'm rolling the dice on those numbers for myself, and the worst thing to come from it is I got to sleep in the basement for 3 months. I got to quarantine away from my family because I love them to death. And I never want to be away from my family. I love my family so much. But my wife and I have talked about it. And it's like, how am I supposed to look at a person in the military and say, thanks for fighting for my freedoms? But also, I'm not going to go play football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely know. I definitely know what you're saying, because it's like people do that. They leave for months at a time, and they're away from their family. It's like there's sacrifice that comes with what we've wanted to do. Our entire life is a dream of playing in the NFL. And we're there's different sacrifices that come away. Yes, like there's the pandemic, like that is bad shit. And again, I respect anybody. If your thoughts don't measure the same, like, and you want to protect your health, and you don't want to play for health precautions, I respect that. I'm all about that. But I think I had a tweet too. It was like, you could throw me in a hotel room with an Xbox, an iPhone, and a playbook, and I'll figure it out. Like, you know, I'll FaceTime with the girl every night, and I'll just be in the goddamn hotel room. You know what I'm saying? For 6 months to play ball, like to continue to do something that I want to do, and I would do it. It would be my own personal choice.
A big piece of me also believes that this country needs sports.
For sure.
I mean, it sounds ridiculous to say, to be like, oh, you think we just need sports? Like, there's a lot more shit going on. Like, there's tension when you walk out, and it's not just the fucking humidity out here in Nashville.
That shit's up there, though, dude.
That shit's up there. The tension in this country of how people are about to literally revolt, it feels like. People are angry. There's not a lot of jobs out there right now. This coronavirus is all over the place. People feel this way about it, and other people feel the exact opposite about it. Our country's pretty split on it. And it's just like people need an opportunity for them to sit there, turn their brains off, and watch barbaric people slap each other around for an hour.
Watch you get a holding call.
Not this year.
Not this year. Hey, not this year.
But you know what fucking sucks about that is, even if we do get sports back, people are going to fucking politicize the shit out of it, especially this year, everything that's gone on. And it's not going to be just, hey, let's watch the boys play football. There's always going to be something about it.
Right.
Which is garbage.
Yeah. What's your stance on the whole player like playing and
I think the money is undeniable. I mean, really, like, show up if you get it. We should all be like, mostly. I know there's guys that are high risk, which is when JJ said we want to play. There's obviously some guys that don't, or else they wouldn't be discussing an opt out, a potential opt out. But like, I think where my head's at, when I was in Chicago for the last month of the season, I was already away from. My wife was pregnant at the time, and I was in a hotel for a month by myself. So I kind of got a taste of it, and I got through it. It wasn't terrible. So you go, I think if I go and get COVID, like, I'll be able to, recover in a normal time frame and then fucking play ball. So
yeah,
I'm not in a position. I'm going into year 4. Like, the money is obviously more important than not having it. So like, yeah, I want to play. Let's fucking roll. I just want to know. I want to have more of the details ironed out about when I get there.
Right, because there's a lot up in the air between the NFLPA and the NFL because there's some shit that hasn't been agreed on at all. Like it says, there's no like IDER plans in place. I want to say 4 teams might have submitted it by now at this time on July 16th, but haven't heard from the league. And every team needs to submit like an IDER plan on what happens when there's a infectious disease emergency response, how you handle it, how you go about that. And since that's so up in the air, guys are like, so are we showing up to the camp? Are we not showing up to camp? Everybody's showing up to camp.
Yeah, like we have the obligation.
Because when you don't, what players have backing them is the CBA that's already in place. Money being protected because we're protected by the CBA. That's why the CBA is there. So that's why we want to show, or that's why everybody
is obligated.
The players want to show up to camp because if you don't, the owners are now able to kind of tear that in half, and we wouldn't have really much leverage in negotiating the next move.
It's unfortunate that it has to even be like that, like that there isn't some sort of a strong stance to work together between the NFLPA and the NFL. It seems to me, from what I've heard, the NFLPA is doing their best to figure something out with the NFL. Now, what there's the proposals are setting in, you and I have had those conversations outside of this podcast and how I feel about that.
Yeah.
However, the NFL is trying their best to make something work. And from what I hear is that the owners aren't really doing anything.
So far when you're listening to this, there's been a lot of silence because there's there's theories that they're trying to wait till the last minute. That's how negotiations work. Seeing if people show up, guys be ready to get a plane ticket the day before you have to report to fly and, stay in the hotel or whatever. There's a lot still kind of unknown. And just like every kind of negotiation that goes on between like owner and union and stuff like that, like they're going to try to bully and do stuff around. I want to say the NFL proposed something back today. I didn't look too much into it, but I heard it was like they only addressed like the big economic sides of it, but didn't answer any of the other questions, like the IDER stuff or protocols. The ramp up period, because players are wanting to play no preseason games. I want to say, what was it, a 43-day period? A 43-day training camp. The first 3 weeks are training, like 12 on days where you're just doing strength and conditioning. And then I want to say it's like a 10-day ramp up period where you put, it's non-contact, so maybe helmets or something like that.
Like OTA days.
Right, OTA phase style days. The first 3 days when you get there, it's like medicals. So you take 3 days, 20 guys in at a time. You're trying to do all the medical stuff, do everything correctly. Then after, say, that ramp up period, that 10-day non-contact period, there's like a 14-day basically training camp where 8 days are padded. I want to say that's what the players are asking, with no preseason games. And the owners have just came out and said they want 2 preseason games. So there's still a lot to be figured out, I feel like. And maybe by the time this comes out, there'll be a little bit more figured out. But guys seem to be under the impression that nothing's going to happen until the report date, actually.
Right.
And then a move by the PA would be, it's already out there, people are tweeting about it, filing a grievance. Once you have a grievance in place, they might feel like the owners would, save face or something like that. Yeah. I don't know.
See, Taylor, I don't know how you feel about preseason games. Like, obviously, you don't need any. Like, you're franchise left tackle. But, like, a guy in my spot, maybe comp spot.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I feel like I would need at least one. So the Bears, they fucking picked me up from Broncos practice squad. Like, they went off of my preseason games with the Titans or what action I got in 2018. Like, I feel like they need to see what I'm doing in 2020. Like,
oh, so you would want?
I feel like I need at least one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. No, I respect that
You know,
for sure.
and like the rookies and undrafted guys who just showed up, like they didn't even have OTAs to go off of.
That's what's going to be crazy.
And I know like camp, but like you're going to go straight from workouts to like a little OTA period to some padded practices. I don't know if that gives
guys that are on
the
guys that are kind of like on the bubble or they're lower on the roster that don't get as many opportunities. They're the ones that obviously are going to suffer from this because you got to get the guys who are going to play ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've also heard, shout out Richard Sherman, I've heard he's done a lot of good things in all of these kind of meetings with, because he's part of the EC, the executive committee.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard he's been a real calming voice. Anyway, I feel like I'm a big fan of JC Treader. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, I am a big fan of Jason Treader. We'll see how this goes.
You talking about this
based on these proposals I've seen? I'm wavering on JC Treader.
Yeah,
and I know JC Treader personally, but I'm wavering on some of the things I've heard.
Yeah. You have I mean, everybody's got a different situation.
The reason
but
why
you got
I'm
a
not,
big situation.
The reason why I'm not going into the proposals, I don't know how much has been let out.
That's what I'm saying. We don't want to talk about. We want to talk about what's been out there on Twitter,
right?
What's been out there in the media. So yeah, we don't want to go too much in on those numbers.
Like if based on how this season goes, I'll be pretty vocal on Twitter. If you want to know my opinion,
Will, you want to see me tweet more? Yeah. I'll tweet more.
I'll fucking tweet more. But I will definitely say my opinion on some things. I do to go back to you asked how I felt about preseason games.
Yeah,
I think
you don't need any. So like you.
No,
you were trying to loop me in there too. I can show up and play.
Boy can show up and play.
Boy can show up and play.
I would say, I need practice. I need to get in there, get lathered up. I need to work on my techniques, blah, 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 blah. And I always feel more comfortable after, handful of snaps, first 3 preseason games. I do feel more comfortable because you got the environment. You're going against a different guy you don't really know very well.
Yeah.
I think it does help. But on the other side of it, if you're essentially playing against time and we don't know how much the season's going to be.
Right.
Because September 28th could be a massive spike in numbers and all of a sudden we're shut down for a month. Do you want to waste traveling players from Chicago to Tennessee or anywhere? You get on a plane, you move people, people are going to get it. The numbers are so high right now. You're going to fucking get it.
It's a virus, man. It's not going to take a vacation and all suddenly go away.
Right. Oh, it's fall? I'm out of here. And then people say,
it's fall. It's time to go.
People say like it dies in the heat, blah blah blah. We'll pull this up on the video thing. If it dies in the heat, how come the numbers are so fucking spiked in Tennessee? Because it's hot as shit out here.
I know. And Florida too.
Well, it circulates in the air conditioning. Okay. Well, we're not really in air conditioning. Well, it's also right
like number of the testing quantity's gone up and testing's getting better.
Because people are feeling sick. People are feeling the.
But I can also see where you don't want a preseason game because one, you're not going to get the crowd volume, like getting used to playing in an away crowd. So you can just run a live scrimmage at fucking St. Thomas Sports Park.
Yeah.
And you're going against a good defense. And with the Bears, I'd be going against a good defense as well. So like we can get it in that way. But yeah, I mean, I think a big thing, the daily testing, because I saw something like, you could go get your test on Monday and not have the results, and the same day results too. Throw that in there. You can get your test on Monday, feel fine, go out Tuesday, maybe catch it then, but you get your results Wednesday from your Monday test,
right?
And then it comes back negative, so you think you're good, but you really got it Tuesday.
I'm hearing the protocols that like the NFL has, and I think other leagues too, is same day testing.
Same day testing and results?
And results within 4 to 6 hours.
I heard 20, you said within 46?
They're saying they're erring on saying under 24 hours, but they're saying these leagues are getting an average of 4 to 6 hours.
I was on the phone with a doctor yesterday, and he was telling me that the amount of swabs in the country right now are there's none. Like they are running so low on swabs. So they have no idea how the NFL is going to be able to test players every single day,
Right.
every other day, like that. When the rest of the country, it has a scarce amount of these swabs.
That's basically what I was going to lead into is like, who are we to say we need all these fucking tests for individual, like,
right,
4,500 people in camp or something like that?
The thing
Because
that's-
it's employees too that are around us every day, and there's people out there that need the test, like
Yeah, like the
regular
general
Americans,
population.
the general population. Like,
So
we're putting ourselves above them.
we get the test that goes same day, but we can't let everybody.
Right.
We can't let everybody else in on
Yeah,
that.
something like
Someone who's more high risk.
Each hospital can process up to 60 a day. And people that are in the hospital take precedence over the people that are just coming in through the drive-through
Gotcha.
getting the no swab. Here's my question, and I hope to God somebody can probably answer this for me, is how come you got to stick a damn nose swab 15 inches down my goddamn throat?
Oh yeah, it's
down your
tough.
nose.
I know,
Because I've been
I hate
tested
it.
3 times. I'm not going to inflate my numbers. 3 times. I've been tested 3 times, and if you got to take, if this virus, and I tell you what, I might sound super like this is not a big deal. I understand the implications. People have died from this. This is a big deal.
Yeah,
for sure.
This is not like, I'm not just throwing this by the wayside. I just think if you're testing me for something that's through saliva, through like, that's how I'm sending it to you. Why don't you just take a Q-tip and swab the inside of my cheek, put it in a vial and toss it over if it's that potent? Why are you going 9 feet into my nose cavity, taking a hard right turn into my throat, swabbing, and
Going
then coming
balls
back out?
deep into your
Balls
nasal
deep.
cavity.
Maybe the accuracy is a little better.
Probably.
I don't,
There's
I'm
some
sure
shit
there's a
that-
logical explanation for it.
Yeah, I think it's a great
I'm
question.
just like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If this thing is that, if it's that potent, how come you're not swabbing the cheek ski? You know what I'm saying?
The old cheek ski.
The old cheek ski.
Yeah, it's because I was texting with a doc, and I was saying it seems like the unknowns are the long-term effects.
Right.
Like that's the stuff that's unknown. He's like, no, Will, everybody's going to get it. It is not gonna. It's not gonna just go away. The key to prevention is not eating shit. Absence of disease doesn't mean you are healthy. If your sugars are high, if your D is low, and your zinc is low,
Your D,
you might be
bro?
in trouble. Vitamin D. And I said, what are the nutrients we need to be supplementing right now? He says A, D, zinc, C, and selenium.
AD, zinc, and selenium.
Yeah.
Got it. Check.
I'm with it. I don't know.
GNC, here we come.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like that's like the thing that's going to keep you from getting it, but like with anything, like being healthy, like living a healthy lifestyle, like I feel like there's a lot of people that want to sit and wait for a vaccine. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Like
that-
sit and
and
wait
a
for
vaccine-
research to come to you and a vaccine to come to you
In
when
the
it's like, hey,
first
what
round
can
of
we
that,
control
sketch.
right now to feed our body in the right way? You know what I mean? Like, hey, what nutrients should we be looking at
Right.
supplementing right now?
Well, you should always eat a healthy diet and try to get as much vegetables inside you as much as possible. That's
sure.
everything. If there was a vaccine that came out tomorrow, you can't pay me to take that. I'm not taking no fucking vaccine that was just made.
Right. I would
6
want
months
someone
after a
else to
global
take
pandemic?
it and
Yeah,
see
no,
what the
I
fuck
need, I
happens.
need at least a couple mil
Especially
to take
after,
that pace.
especially
and a
after the-
couple years to go by for me to be fucking taking that. I don't even
Right.
like get vaccinating my kids all the way through.
even
amount
the
of shit
flu,
they pop
even the
in
flu
them.
shots that come around every year.
I don't take a flu shot every
Yeah,
year.
me neither.
I don't do it.
Yeah, no, not every
You know
year.
what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
Some people think that's irresponsible too.
well, it's
See,
fucking-
I don't know. I don't know all the fucking shit, dude. I just
and it's like there's always an article. If you want to press your narrative in this country, there's plenty of literature for you to press it any way you want, whether it's hard left, hard right, because for whatever reason, the coronavirus has become political,
Right.
For whatever fucking reason, right?
well, it's an election year,
Dude, the governor of Georgia just
Here we are, all confined in this bus.
Listen,
and we're talking about being safe. What
he
idiots.
just banned.
Don't listen to these. Hey, yeah, we're fucking. By the way, we're fucking idiots.
We're just talking. He just
We're just fucking
banned
talking, dude.
mask mandates in Georgia, so you don't have to wear a mask. I mean, some private companies, if you go in there, you probably have to. But like, and there's a whole big fucking stink between the mayor of Atlanta and him right now, like, because he's Republican. He doesn't like masks. I don't know. Who fucking knows?
It's like what's his name? Bill Maher.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Mar.
Bill Burr.
No, Mar. You got it.
Well,
M-A-H-E-R.
those are all people.
Those are all people, yeah.
Bill Burr, the one who was on Rogan.
the
He's
comedian.
Like, where he's like, yeah, the comedian, where he's like, oh, we're wearing a mask this week? All right, I'll
Bill
wear
Burr.
a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
It's almost like that. Oh, mask still going on? All right, I'll wear a fucking mask.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's not that big of a deal if you wear the mask and people, and you don't think it works.
Yeah,
It doesn't
he's
matter.
Like, what he says, he's like, Joe, I'm not going to do this. Talk to you who doesn't have a medical degree. I don't have a medical degree. I just want to look at the TV. I turn the TV on. Oh, we're wearing masks this week? Okay, I'm going to wear a mask.
Bill Burr's
I want to do this
motherfucker.
fucking bullshit with you, Joe. And Joe's got a cigar and laughing.
Want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, Joe.
Do you though?
Let's not start this. Okay.
Let's start it.
I don't want to start this bullshit. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up better than the CDC. All I do is I watch the news once every 2 weeks. I'm like, mask or no mask? Still mask? All right, mask. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't care.
But even
yeah. Joe's a legend. All right, what else?
What do we got
Fucking
next,
This
dude?
thing, this
We went.
got me all
We
fired up with the
went
PA.
up going fucking COVID from the NFL talk. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Let's change pace.
Can we wait? Hang on. Can we have some good news?
I think this
The
is great
fucking
news.
boy signed a big deal.
Oh, facts.
Derrick Henry.
True.
Oh, that is
Let's
huge.
fucking go, dude.
Yes. I'll tell you what. I love the guy to death. I can't help but think that Bussin' with the boys put a little pressure might have helped get that done.
Hey. Good call.
Thank you.
A tweet a day might get you paid.
Hey,
That's what it was.
There you go. Or might get your ass cut.
Bussin' with the boys put the pressure on. Alex, good shit, dude.
Good shit.
Pressing him up. I do think that's what did it.
I'm very happy that Derrick Henry is going to be my teammate for the next 4 years. As long as I don't get cut.
Dude, I know, man. Hey,
As
long as it's not at the expense of you, dude.
I'll tell you what, I'll get my ass cut, go to the whatever the new name of the Redskins is, and I'll be like, fuck. Heard you guys got a pretty shitty franchise here, huh?
The new name of the Washington team.
The Washington team.
Washington
sorry,
Blanks.
whatever. God, I'm fucking sweating.
Yeah, but
Washington
shout out to
Redskins,
Hen, dude. Stud.
He's a fucking stud.
Should we should we give him a call?
Yeah, I'll call him.
He went on with Buck Rising today. Like fuck, can you can't
Rising.
you can't answer the fucking you can't answer the fellas.
Hey, he's gonna answer.
If Derrick answers, he gets. If he
He's gonna say, "What's up, my boy?"
He's probably gonna talk
if
shit.
he calls me and I don't answer, he like literally like lays into me.
Oh, you got him on FaceTime.
Yeah, I'm a big face.
Let's go.
Hey, the boy.
There he is. Hey, congratulations, guy.
Hey, thanks, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Hey,
on the
thanks,
bus.
buddy. How are you?
Thanks, buddy.
Wow, we were just talking about how happy we are that we're going to be teammates for 4 more years.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be very happy.
All right, looking forward to those speeches.
Ask him what his first purchase is going to be.
Week in, week
Many more
out.
coming. There's many more coming, buddy.
Will wants to know what your first purchase is going to be. As if you don't
I
make
think
millions of dollars
I'm
off the
gonna,
field.
Oh, I just bought a cheesecake, so I'm kind of hungry right now.
There it is. By the boy, by the
Let's go,
cheesecake.
bro.
Dairy and gluten can't keep this fucking guy down. All right, buddy. Love you, buddy. Okay, bye, buddy.
Hey, we'll see ya.
All right. What a top-notch cat, dude.
Hey, we'll see.
Is that just going to become a thing where I have to call people on my phone?
Yeah.
I got to get more popular friends. Jesus.
I know we might be running out already.
I'm about done.
We
Let's
got more
see.
people.
We got pulled up.
What? Derrick Henry. That's huge. Titans fans, run left.
Hey, what'd you say? As if he's not making millions of dollars off the field.
Yeah, he makes.
Well, what's what your first purchase is going to be? Like you haven't played in the league for 4 years.
I'm pretty sure he's sponsored by it. Yeah. I think if you're a Heisman winner, you make like $250,000 a year doing nothing.
For real?
Yeah, we're doing those commercials. You make a lot of money.
Hey, Derrick, what's up, man? Welcome to the Heisman House.
Happy to be here.
Let me show you to your room, man.
Sound good.
Slow your roll, big fella. Rookies get the starter house.
Johnny Manziel. No, I can't hear you. Well, Johnny Manziel pulling in $250 a year.
I don't think he's making them commercials right now.
Hey, can I tell you something? Because I know you do got to go, but can I tell you something?
What's up?
Hey, okay, can I have your attention?
In a second.
Can I have your undivided attention.
Jesus.
Corey, I feel like you haven't gotten to say a whole lot on this pod.
No, I mean,
have you felt that pressure that we've just been fucking rambling back and forth with each other, staring at each other?
No, I mean, I've thrown my 2 cents in, but it hasn't really been like, it's been today's issues. I mean, it
hasn't been like a biscuit pod.
No, this is a more serious pod tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of feels that way.
Hey, but I want to give
different vibe in
before
the
I lose
bus.
my thought.
You want to cut Corey off again?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Because I want to say this at the beginning. Missed you.
I miss you too.
You know what I'm saying? I was in Montana over the weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out Montana. It was a great time in Montana.
I might move to Montana.
Dude, it's phenomenal.
Did you get some clarity?
Post nut?
Yeah.
Nothing to talk about on the pod.
No, for sure not.
But it was fun, dude.
We got clarity.
I mean, sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Happy for you, cuz.
But we're gonna have a blast next year.
Oh yeah. I'll be out there.
We went out and checked out the wedding venue and stuff. But anyway, what I was saying was
I got to work on my cast on that fly fishing because I've only been once.
It's fun. Jabbing that thing back and forth.
Lips out there,
yeah,
dude.
bro. It was awesome.
Is Corey invited to your wedding?
Fucking better
Is
be.
he?
Yeah. Thanks for putting him on the spot. He had to say yes.
He had to
Thank
say
you.
No,
yes.
you got
No,
on
you
you got
gotta
on the
make
list
it.
over the weekend.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Yeah. I said, hey, babe,
with
did we got Corey on the list? No, I don't think so. Let's get the old boy.
I'll tell you what you can do at the old wedding too. Rock that new merch we got coming out this week.
Oh
yeah, baby. Hey, Will's favorite. Will always says this whenever he's like, I know they're not your favorite, but I think we're gonna throw these out. the white dad hats are in, boys.
Hey, dude,
and they're
I do say
fucking
that.
slappy.
Let's fucking
it just
go.
doesn't fit my head right. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
I got a big fucking yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not fitting.
No, it ain't fit Corey's head. But if you're like I don't know, another human being with a
There's a
different
dad hat
genetic
right
makeup,
there.
The old dad hat.
Put that bitch on, dude. Fucking Corey, put that thing on.
Hey, you're right. I do say it.
Ooh,
too.
leather
Hey, I know you're not.
strap.
I know you're not a big
like
dad
it.
hat guy, but hey, we got some dad hats coming.
Cafe Disco episode where Michael was like trying to get Kevin to stay with him, so he gave him a fake cookie. Is there a real cookie in there? I was like, yo, Corey's on this fucking
Oh
TV
god,
right now,
dude. Calling sick tees though.
Get your calling sick tees too. We got merch on merch. And I'll tell you what, the boy called Will the other day. Did you tell you boys about my merch idea?
No, I have not told
No,
him.
it's because
keep it close to the vest.
you want me to tell about it?
I think it'll be a nice little surprise.
I tell you what, it's gonna be a nice little surprise, no doubt. But get the merch. White dad hats might fit your head. They don't fit my head, so get you one for you. Buy two. One for one that would have been mine, and now it's also yours.
Corey,
You know what I'm saying?
Corey, you know what shirts we're talking about? The calling sick.
Calling sick to work, but don't call in sick to the boys.
There you fucking go. Hey, that's what
The
you're on
retention.
it. You're on
The
it.
retention this guy has.
Did
is
you buy
crazy.
one?
Have I bought one?
Have you supported the boys?
Have you ever bought anything of our merch?
No, I haven't.
You're
but I
probably-
will. I mean, I will.
I had a teammate that was like, "Hey, let me get a couple hoodies." I was like, "You mind supporting? Like getting on the website yourself and supporting the boys?"
I'll buy some. Yeah.
Like, I'll give you some.
Anytime someone sends you that, just fucking send them the link to buy it. That shit's hilarious. when
Well,
you do
the
that to
thing was, I
people.
gave him a hat,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Hey, you mind giving me a hoodie?" I was like, "Hey, you mind like actually supporting?" Like, I know you're about it, so why
Yeah.
not just take a little bit of that paycheck
No
and
question.
support the boys?
No
dude.
question.
Calling sick to work, but don't call in sick to the boys. I like that.
Ooh.
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of that shirt.
Yeah. It's a solid shirt.
Man, I legit, I'm blanking. I had something else I wanted to talk
Was there
about.
3X on there?
Yeah,
Is there 3X?
we got 3Xs.
All right, sweet.
I
This is
did
a
have an
fucking-
O lineman.
This thing right here, I think this is just a fucking 2X. I don't know. This one might
Taylor
be
always tries to say, "Hey, grab me a 2X." I'm like, "Bro, you're a 3."
This is a 2.
Sick, bro.
Really?
Straight up.
It's a 3X.
Is it really?
Remember when I brought over that box
crazy.
of shirts, dude? And I was
Whoa.
Fucking crazy.
This guy's making 3Xs feel like 2Xs. He's getting fucking.
there's an
jacked.
O
you
lineman
what,
from
dude.
USC that's
Too
like,
much
"Hey,
back.
you guys need to get 3Xs back on the site because apparently we were in and out." So, but shout out the O lineman from USC. Forget his name,
Shout out that guy.
but shout out that dude.
We got some good fucking merch out here.
Ooh,
Let's
look
buy
at
it
the
all.
mask.
Hey, I worked out with Corey
Nice.
today.
Corey 11?
Yep.
How'd that go?
He asked me if I wanted to come run with him, get him
And?
through it. It was a solid little day.
What'd y'all
Hot
do?
as fuck.
Little plyo deals.
Plyo explosive day, and then he did some O lineman drills, and I was running some striders.
Yeah.
But it was hot out there. It was a nice.
What'd you guys
little
work out
workout.
at?
Christ Presbyterian Academy.
CPA.
Okay.
It got a nice little get up. over there.
Good little setup.
Sick.
But hey, I was like, "Oh, Corey, this is solid, dude."
It was a solid little workout?
Yeah. I tell you what, he might look like a biscuit, but that fucking biscuit, he butters it
Not
up.
as much butter as you think.
Yeah.
Can roll.
Like
man.
he might be the doughboy, but when that little motherfucker gets in the oven and cooks it up,
Shit busting.
Yeah,
Shit is
crispy, dude.
busting.
Crispy. That's cool. That's cool. Good for you, Corey. Glad you can. Glad
hey,
you're.
we got burnt out there, dude.
Bro, roasted.
I'm
I'm like hot right now. You know when you get like hot from sunburn?
Yeah.
And then you get like the little chills?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
You look how you feel, you said.
I have like a film of sweat and it's been on me all day since
Really?
we worked out.
Yeah.
When did you guys work
fucked me
out? What
up.
time did you guys work out?
Noon.
Yeah, close to noon.
Heat of the day.
That's a hot deal. right there.
105 index, bro.
Yeah.
We
We
were
were
out
like
there
trying
for,
to
like,
stand by the fence, the little shade that comes off the fence. We would like try and like get real close to it.
Really?
Yeah.
How long were we all out there?
Probably an
an
hour, a little over
hour
an
and a half.
That's cool.
Balling, dude.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh, would you have wanted would you have came? I don't feel like you would have came.
No, I want to came.
That's what
I
I'm
had my
saying.
own little deal at 1:30. Hotter part of the day.
You're probably indoors.
No.
Did you have your
God,
helmet
no.
on?
No.
I had my helmet
He's
on.
wearing his fucking helmet.
You wearing your helmet?
Had the helmet on.
Hey, I've been actually thinking about doing that. Does it actually work?
Hot as fuck.
Do you have two
I'm
masks?
sure it's tough, dude. Like, just think about having the helmet on with the visor.
I threw the visor on too, so it's like extra. And I have never worn a visor, so I was getting used to even wearing a visor, let alone 105 heat index.
My God, Corey.
Grinding, bro.
And he can
Hot
move.
little biscuit, dude.
He can move a little bit.
Corey?
Hey, no.
I'm just, hey, no disrespect. I'm teasing.
Boy was moving for sure.
The boy was moving. The boy was sure, yeah.
Sure.
It's sure, yeah. You know what I mean? You're watching a lineman. You don't really.
Hey, no, that shit was athletic.
It wasn't.
though.
I mean, it wasn't. Listen, you know how you move.
Yeah.
There's just like, you know, it's like a
left tackle, center. Like who moves?
I don't think that's how he's talking. But
Who
yeah, we
moves
can move on
better?
to the next subject.
You know what I'm saying.
He's like, I'm gonna work on some pull reps right here, and he's like,
Nah.
hey, good rep, Buck.
Hey, Will stopped doing what I was doing because it was too hard. It was like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna use the bands this time. I'm just gonna work on.
That's not true.
I'm gonna work
Are you
on
trying
some
to
like
jerk me
side
right now?
shuffling.
Damn.
He couldn't
Don't
stick with
take
the
that
program,
bullshit,
bro. He
dude.
couldn't stick with the program.
He's like,
I even had to say, it's all good, bro. Do you? It's just a template. That's what I said.
hey, Corey was like this. After probably every station, he probably wanted to talk to me about what was going on, because I felt like he thought I might have been thinking about what was going on in the workout. You know what I mean? Like, say I go somewhere for the first couple times, like, you're not trying to judge anyone too hard about anything, because you're like, hey man, I called him Coach Biscuit, Coach Bink.
Coach Bink.
And I was like, listen, man, I'm just doing whatever you want to do. Like, yeah, I'm down. He'd be, hey, what'd you think? That's cool.
You
man.
seemed like a knowledgeable dude, and you had stuff to say.
It was solid.
You
It
opened
was
the
solid. It
convo,
was
So
solid.
then we started talking.
Did we not have good conversations?
We did.
There we go.
Will does have a little cesspool of knowledge.
He calls it a
Not
cesspool.
He does. He's got a little. It's like a sewer. Find like a paper plate in there, dude. Half an eaten hot dog and a little newspaper. Like it's
Find a
just
paper plate that says a ledge on it. Can't say that.
yeah.
Carousal.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Hey Corey, I'm
fucking-
stoked you're staying in shape.
Yeah,
Stoked
for
you're
sure.
staying in shape. Good for you. That's awesome.
Have to.
Need
'Cause,
to.
You know, we report in like 10 days.
I know. But apparently, we're not even gonna be doing like conditioning tests. We'll just be like OTAs.
Yeah. I don't know.
What else we got on the list? Well, this thing's fucking long, man. Like I gotta go to bed.
I can't wait to go to bed.
Oh, that was it.
I
don't know. Is there anything else?
Yeah, there's a bunch of.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, we didn't even get a
Somebody
Twitter
massive
hack. I mean,
Twitter
that didn't
hack.
last. How long did that even last? It didn't even last that long, right?
YouTube comments.
Yeah, y'all got hacked. We got hacked.
Mike Tyson versus shark. I'm taking Mike Tyson.
Yeah, dude. Especially if the shark's out of water.
Well, is it
doesn't
in
make
water? That's
sense.
true. If it's in water, you
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hang the shark up by its tail, but it's still trying to breathe. What are you talking about? What's gonna happen?
You're talking about a wild.
Oh, he's actually he's going on.
You're talking about a
Week.
shark in the wild? I'm assuming off the coast of South Africa.
15, 20 feet.
You know where I'm going with that?
The baddest man on the planet is back for the ultimate showdown.
That was impressive.
It was halfway solid.
Shark Week is hard, man.
Mike Tyson
main
wins.
event: Tyson versus Jaws, Sunday, August 9th on Discovery.
Someone's gonna get bit.
Okay, first off,
someone's gonna get bit.
If you didn't see Mike
My
Tyson,
back is broken.
if you didn't see Mike Tyson, his body, you just heard his voice. It's adorable as fuck.
Yeah, it is, man.
It really is. But nothing says anything about him fighting a shark there.
Hey, and let's
Someone's gonna get bit. That shit was hilarious. So
So-
is he just he's just doing Shark Week? So
That's the only info we have.
Listen up. Mike Tyson's making money by being a part of Shark Week. I think that's should
Shout
be
out Mike Tyson, dude.
Shout out Mike Tyson though. We'd love to have him on the podcast. You want me to call him?
Mike. Yeah, call Mike Tyson.
You want me to call Mike Tyson?
Hey, you know what? Don't
Hey,
call
Taylor,
Mike Tyson.
what's
Not
up?
this time. I don't want you. You know.
All right, next time.
Yeah, next
I'll
time.
call him.
He'll answer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have.
If he's not fucking.
But hey, listen. If
Fighting a
if
shark.
a lion isn't going to take a tuna, then Mike Tyson is not taking a shark.
I don't know. I think it all depends. Are you in the water? If you're in the water, the shark's gonna win. His punches are slower. If you're trying, I love going in water and like trying to do acrobatics and shit like that. But you try to punch in the water, shit slows down way more. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, LL Cool J fucked that shark up in Deep Blue Sea.
He did.
Little fucking chain right in his eye.
Yeah, but he also like there was a lot of elements.
It was also a movie.
Hey, remember Will Smith though explaining that kelp mechanism that tuna can come with to come out of the water?
Will Ferrell. And
What
you're
did I
talking
say?
about Will Smith. And you're talking about the
Jesus Christ.
You're talking about the movie The Other Guys, which you've referenced twice but have had no context about though. It's late. What time is it? 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock.
Going on the 43rd minute of the second hour.
I'm sorry.
On the bus.
I got entangled with
You better
the
hope
Will Smith.
You better hope our numbers are good this week.
I
You
gotta-
better hope to God. My God. Let's do an intro. Hey, listen. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Yes, we drug it out a little bit at the end, but I think we ended it with a good little moment of Will fucking something up. I think that's part of everybody's day. Part of everybody's happy part of their day, right? When Will fuck something up, you feel better. You guys are awesome. Tier 1s, Tier 2s, Tier 3s. We love you. Corey, we struck gold with Corey the first time. We did. And he tried to do it twice. We'll see. Based on you guys, what you guys say in our comment box, we'll see if Corey makes another comeback.
I don't know if this is a strong pod for Corey.
It didn't like flow well for me, at least.
There was a 20-minute break in the middle. I think that threw you off a little bit.
Maybe.
Also,
it was a current issues pod. It was more serious. That's the vibe I felt.
And I don't think there's
The
nothing
whole
wrong with
time.
that. I think there's there's good stuff that comes.
You need
from
it
something
out
like that.
there, yeah.
We're just
People are
gonna be
gonna like the inside info that we kind of gave a little bit.
a lot of talk about that COVID and that CBA with the NFL and the PA. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like Corey right
I
there.
did.
What the fuck?
I'll tell you what, the boy just hit a new gear up low.
I know. We're tired. Hey, it's late at
Right,
night.
low.